Monica, I really feel this conversation shouldn't wait any further. This afternoon at lunch, you said something that really offended me. You probably didn't realize the extent to which you offended me, but it was to the point where I feel you and I need to have a conversation. We've been friends now since freshman year, and when I met you, I was well aware of your quirk to not think through the statements you make. I understand most of them are made in jest, but there are some things that you say that just really push my buttons, and today your comment on my sexuality and my race really pushed me overboard. Look, maybe you just don't get it. You're like everyone else at the school, white and privileged. Even though you claim to be an ally of the homosexual community, you can't understand or have permission to say the things that you do. You make no effort to emphasize. Writing your name on a sign-up sheet for a club doesn't make you, doesn't allow you to say what you did. I get a lot of shit on this campus for being the only openly bisexual African-American student. I'm alone. The things I deal with aren't the same issues of our small black community or our small bisexual community. You should hear the way I'm spoken to at some of the meetings I attend at our school. If I go to a black student union, I'm treated as though I've committed some crime that can't be talked about in public. Many feel as though my openness with my sexuality makes me fit some stereotype of a Jezebel. And they aren't too scared to say it to my face. And not to mention, most of the black students on campus are extremely religious. We all know what that means. And then I turn to the LGBTQ community on campus, and I'm one of 2 bisexuals there. And I'm spoken to as though I haven't made up my mind yet, or as though I'm just experimenting. Why isn't my sexuality a legit one? Why must it be a transition or a phase? And the other bisexual girl, well, although we can relate when it comes to bisexuality, she doesn't really have to deal with the 400 years of oppression that has impacted who I am. The 400 years of forced breeding, forced heterosexuality. I know it's intense and you're going to say I'm looking way too deep into things, but all these things relate, and I am who I am today based on what happened in the past, and I wish you would understand the significance of this. And so then there's you and Melissa and Gina, and you've been my friends since day one, and you've tried to have my back, but you've never really had my back because no matter how many times I try to explain this, you just don't seem to get it. In this world of people, I'm not alone in how I feel or the things that I do, but here at this school I am. And being friends with me doesn't mean you experience what I have and dealt with the stares and the comments behind my back for living freely with my identity. The comment you made today is something I would expect from one of those frat boys down at the Cabot House. You know I don't hate humor. I make jokes all the time, even a few inappropriate ones, but damn it, Monica, you know that word is off limits, and that stereotype is just incredibly insulting. And around me, of all people. I can't continue this friendship with someone who could take advantage of my identity for the purpose of a joke. I hope you think carefully about your comments in the future. Sincerely, Cassandra.